Hey guys, hope you're doing well. In this short video, I'm going to be walking you through how you can lead generate thousands and thousands of leads within seconds that fit your ICP. So in this video, stay in to watch it to the end so you can see the lookalike search engine that we use here, Prospectology. I'm also going to give you a present so you can get some money off with a subscription using my special code that I'm going to hyperlink in the description below. I'm also going to show you how we would then push all of these leads via webhook into a clay table to do further enrichment. So guys, high level view, there are 3 ways. There's many more ways, of course, but there are 3 ways how you can lead generate high intent leads that fit your ICP. So as you can see on the screen, the first one is, which is a gold mine. So everybody has a CRM. If you're a B2B SaaS product or a B2B company, you'll have a CRM like a HubSpot, a Salesforce, or a Pipedrive. And in this CRM, you will have different pipeline stages. What you want to pay close attention to is your close/won deals. Now, these are companies that came to you with a massive problem or a pain that you're currently solving for today. So why not go after companies that look similar to the companies you're currently working with today that are in your close/won deal pipeline stage? That's number 1. Number 2, which I love, which I feel is probably underutilized today, is webinar attendees. So if you're a company that regularly puts on webinars of live demonstrations or a live Q&A, for example, all of these companies and personas signed up for a reason. There must have been a reason or something that attracted them to this webinar to sign up to it. So what you want to look at is your lead capture form or your CRM, for example, that all of these attendees look at the companies and then download this via CSV file and then push that or upload it into the lookalike search engine that I'm going to show you today. And then the last example, which I'm actually going to show you a real example using a manual process, which I love the most, is reverse engineering your competitor case studies. Yes, I said it. So if you're a banking payment provider, let's say Vault.io, for example, because at the first one that came to my head, I will look at 3, 4, 5 leading players in the space today, look at their case studies, get their domains of the case study or the companies they're looking to solve a massive problem for, input the domains into this lookalike search engine, and then go ahead and actually find companies that fit our ICP. Okay, so the 3 examples or the 3 competitor companies that I would look at as an example, high level. The first one being TrueLayer, second one Trustly, and the third one is Fire.com. So these are just 3 random open banking payment providers in the space today. And what I did was I tried to find similar case studies in similar verticals, which will be gaming/gambling. This is a high risk sector in the fintech world. However, these companies are using open banking to solve a massive problem. So it could be reconciliation, it could be instant payouts, settlements, or it could just be that open banking is a hell of a lot cheaper compared to card payments, or also Stripe, which with extortionate pricing of 1.5% plus 20p. Now, TrueLayer has a case study on Flutter. So Flutter, high level, I believe they own a number of different gaming or gambling operators. One of them is Paddy Power, Betfair, Sky Betting as well. Trustly, for example, currently solving a big massive pain for Evoke. So they own a number of brands, William Hill, Mr. Green, 888 as well. And then you've got Fire.com solving a massive issue or problem for Fitzwilliam Sports as well. So all these 3 examples are in the gambling sector, and open banking is solving a massive problem for them. So if I was Vault.io or if I was another open banking payment provider, I would look to go after the high risk sector, which is gambling/gaming. I would use all of these domains, which I'm going to show you in a second, and then input that into a lookalike search feature or lookalike search engine, and then generate thousands of leads that fit our ICP. So guys, the lookalike search feature we use here at Prospectology is Company Enrich. So what I'm going to be paying attention to in this video is their lookalike company search engine, but high level view, Company Enrich, you could do a number of different things. You could do company search, you can enrich some of these companies, but what I'm going to pay more close attention to is their lookalike search engine, their lookalike search feature to generate high quality leads that fit our ICP. So guys, what I've done is by using the competitor case studies, I've now inputted their domains into Company Enrich lookalike search feature. Just kind of high level, you can do a number of different things. You can look at specific keywords, you can look at technologies of these companies. You can also look at annual revenue. So let's say, for example, you wanted to go after only tier 1s or tier 2s or enterprise level customers. You can also tier that as well and filter it out. You can look at different categories, funding, and also required features. So these are just some of the filters you can use to manipulate your results even further. But in this example, it's just going to be high level. What I want to do is I want to make this into a targeted list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to press search and then do some lead generation that looks similar to the companies that we found on our competitors' websites. So now I've done the search feature, I've done a lead generation, and I found 5,000 companies that look similar to Flutter, Evoke, and Fitzwilliam Sports. These are the case studies that we found on our competitors' website as case studies. So now we have a database of 5,000 leads using Company Enrich. So now what we want to do next now, if you're a Clay user, if your company uses clay.com, we will then push that into a Clay table, or we can export this via CSV file into another platform to do further enrichment. So if I wanted to add this to a Clay table, I would go to actions, I would then type in webhook. I would then select webhook in this example. I will then copy this URL, so this API key here. Then what I would do is I'll select send to Clay. And then what we want to do is then paste that URL that we found in the Clay table via webhook. We can then do different searches or of a number of companies. We can do up to 5,000 at once if you wanted to. But in this example, just to save some credits, I'm going to do 100 companies for example purposes. I'll press export here. And then in our Clay tables, we should start to see the data push into our Clay table for us to do further enrichment. Then we will want to do whatever's important to you from further manipulation and enrichment. We can then start to add each and every single column that's relevant for us to go ahead and do further enrichment. So now, as you can see in this Clay table, I've mapped out various different columns for us to go ahead and do further enrichment. What we will probably do next is go ahead and start to do some enrichment to find the key personas that are relevant for us to go ahead and do some outreach towards too. But there you go, guys. In this high level workflow, using the 3 suggestions that I mentioned at the start of this video, we can look at high level, we can look at close won deals, we can look at webinar attendees, or we can reverse engineer competitor case studies to lead generate high quality leads. And what we did was we looked at competing competitor case studies like TrueLayer, Trustly, and Fire.com. We then inputted that into Company Enrich's lookalike search engine. We then pushed that into high level, into a Clay table for us to go ahead and do some further enrichment. Thank you for watching, guys. My name's Michael. I'm the founder of Prospectology. We help B2B Fintech clients build the top of the funnel for the third of the price of an SDR. I've got a present for you guys. If you type in Michael10 at checkout when purchasing a subscription with Company Enrich, you'll get 10% off your monthly package. So guys, I'm going to hyperlink that in the description below. Also, if you want to jump on a discovery call with us and you just want to vent about outbound, or you want us to build the top of your funnel for the third of the price of an SDR, book in a discovery call with us today and we'll be more than happy to assist you in your requirements. Thank you guys for watching. My name's Michael. I hope to see you in the next video and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.